afternoon. I'm Senator Pat Stefano, Chairman of the Senate Veteran Affairs and Emergency Preparedness Committee. I'm also joined by Representative Karen Boback and Representative Chris Zanato. Thank you for joining us today as we mark our State Working Animal Appreciation Day. All around us you will see normal legislative activity going on. But today we're going to take a pause, no pun intended, to recognize the organizations and their animals that often go unnoticed. Animals that are vital to the many tasks that take place every day in our normal lives. These animals that do all this great work for us. I've asked Terry Heck of the State Working Animal Foundation to join me this morning or this afternoon to highlight the many different roles that working animals play in our lives. Terry has with her one of her stars today, Detective Briggs, and she'll talk more about that story. We're also joined by 20 other organizations showcasing their working animals, from the State Police Mounted Unit to therapy animals for veterans suffering from PTSD. I hope everyone has had time to see some of those demonstrations. Later today, I will speak on the Senate floor on Senate Resolution 290, which designates May 24th as State Working Animal Day. It gives me great pleasure now to welcome Terry Heck to the podium. Thank you, Terry.
Good afternoon and welcome. I am proudly the president of the Pennsylvania State Working Animal Foundation. This foundation was started a few years ago by Rob Lauver, and Rob had a mission. His mission was to be able to memorialize and honor working animals across the Commonwealth. Search and rescue, police, military, therapy, and service animals. We quickly found out, although it's a lot of dogs and a lot of horses and even some cats were included that are here today. At this point, we have been able to purchase and have ready to erect a stunning granite wall that will be at our foundation location at 210 Andersontown Road in Mechanicsburg. That wall will be our sponsor wall to highlight the sponsors that make our next wall happen. That wall will have names of working animals from across the state on it to honor them and memorialize them. They can have QR codes there so that visitors can also come and learn about them by viewing stories and pictures of what that animal did during its career. I'd like to thank Senator Stefano, the Senate, the House, and everyone that's been involved in making this day happen. For the foundation, it gives an awareness of what we are trying to do, and for every working animal across the Commonwealth, it gives them that awareness as well. We have 23 different agencies here today, with more than that because as far as number of animals, because many of them have more than one animal here. And they are so wonderful to have them here, and that we are grateful that you're here to highlight what your animals do. Beside me is my partner from the last several years, Detective Canine Briggs. Detective Canine Briggs wore 3 of our hats that the foundation is honoring. She was a search and rescue and criminal investigation dog. Some of the highlights of her career was the successful track leading to the conviction of a serial arsonist here in Dauphin County. Several tracks that led to residences in Cumberland and Adams County, where they were able to get search warrants and subsequent convictions to be able to solve burglaries and armed robberies. She located an escaped prisoner in Perry County, and throughout York County and other counties has located many missing people. But she also became a certified therapy dog. We noticed a need with many of the search scenes we were working, and Briggs' response to that need, where she was so comforting to so many who were upset before searches or after searches. So she now works a lot with people of all ages, especially troubled youth. She works at the York County Youth Development Center weekly. She works at River Rock Academy and Red Lion weekly. She works at Yorkview Hospital nursing home, where she visits with senior friends And she also works a lot with entities that want some stress relief and motivation for their employees. The takeaway today, my hope is that there will be a new awareness of working animals through the state, or a renewed awareness for those that are aware of what they do, and that the foundation is recognized and it is made aware of the dream that we have, that we will have a location where families can come and they can visit and they will be able to learn about the lives of the working animals. So again, thank you, Senator Stefano, and everyone else that's involved, and all of you that are gathered here together to help make this mission happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Detective K-9 Briggs and Terry Heck. Next, we have Senator Muth. Senator.
Took all I had not to sit down there on the ground and hang out with Detective Briggs as she positioned herself, so ready for a little nap. It's great to be here today. I was out here earlier before the press conference talking to some of the organizations that are a part of this awesome day and everything you do every day in this Commonwealth, and even just learning the different roles that these working animals have in people's lives, as mentioned by Terry, but just learning even using these wonderful animals for reading programs that takes away anxiety for kids who feel like they're struggling to learn to read. To have a dog to read to gain confidence, and then also then to pet for that anxiety relief, and what a pairing that is. And so as a lifelong dog lover, my love for animals has grown even bigger today, and just seeing how dedicated they are to public service. And from the police and military canines, the search and rescue dogs, the horses, service dogs, therapy animals, all of these working animals are so critical to public safety, into personal mental health, and our community growth. We have seen consistent evidence that dogs working in our local police departments and in our Pennsylvania State Police provide an invaluable service in police work. In my district, we have an exceptional number of canine units in all 3 counties of Senate District 44. Actually, last year, K9 Marley and his handler, Sergeant Janice Pickle of West Chester County Sheriff's Office, became the nation's first K9 team to achieve Police Service Therapy Comfort K9 certification throughout the United States Police K9 Association. The accreditation incorporates the first national standards and testing of a police comfort dog's temperament and skills, as well as handler knowledge. Canines across our Commonwealth have saved lives, found missing persons, located dangerous criminals, defended against attacks, and detected dangerous explosives and narcotics. They are also good companions to all of our public service workers working in public safety that also have really stressful jobs. So to have a companion by their side is that much more important. There's so many incredible stories of the service and support that many different types of animals have provided to Pennsylvania families and our public service workers and our first responders. Animal-assisted therapy can significantly reduce pain, anxiety, depression, and fatigue in people with a range of health problems, and it is being used in non-medical settings such as universities, community programs, nursing homes, hospitals, schools, to help people deal with the life stress that many of us are under. It is amazing to see all of the working animals here today, and I'm grateful for everyone who put their support up to give these programs a shot, to fund these programs, to train these animals, and to bring them into our communities for the greater good. Thank you again to Senator Stefano for inviting me today, and to our 2 co-chairs in the House. And thank you again to all the state working animals for your service to our Commonwealth. And thank you everyone for coming today.